Well, I believe that this summit again shows that the girl effect is possible and that we actually have power as girls and women, because I mean girls and women both in developing and developed countries have always been portrayed as like, you know, like closed boundaries with like as a housewife, as a mother, or like as a, in many ways, a sex object. So here we see that, you know, we are equal to men and we can actually make change by ourselves. So I think this is not only about seeing some things as a priority, this is also seeing that women themselves can also make change.
Well, we basically discussed three major issues, which are education, economic productivity, and also maternal health. You know, when a family in rural areas, they usually have big families and a lot of kids. So the boys are taken to priority by the parents to go to school to get good health, while the girls are expected to be more spending time at home, taking care of the younger kids and taking care of the elderly and do the house chores. And what makes me sad is the girls, they don't realize that this is actually inequality.
We hope that the G20 leaders will look at our communique and think about and consider and implement the recommendations that we've made, and we want to send that beyond the G20, and we want to involve everyone in the conversation. So we specifically addressed our communique not just to leaders but to change makers, and so other people in the business community, people in NGOs, community leaders, just individual people who can make a change, because everyone can. And so we want this to be the start of a global conversation, and we want the leaders to look at it and hopefully to incorporate some of it, but we also want everyone else to be able to do that too. I'm really attached to education, and I think that education is a base for so many other things, and it's a gateway to economic opportunity and to better health. But I think it's really important. We had so many different education recommendations, but you could find education in health and in economics as well. So you can see that in all of our recommendations. So for example, an emphasis on sexual health and reproductive health, educating people about those, and in the community, not just in schools, non-formal and formal education in terms of economics, vocational training, so expanding education. So it really was in everything, and I think that's really important because that's what empowers people.